Hey guys, welcome to Sheep in the Sky number 3. No, okay. I didn't like that one too much either, but I did the cows last episode and I've done chickens for like 10 episodes, so I figured I would try the sheep and just see if I liked it. I understand, I won't try that again. My bad. Okay, this is Sky Factory number 3, presented by FTB for Minecraft 1.10.2, episode 23 of JaRyCu Plays. And while we're at this, let's just do this really quick. I want one of these, one of these, one of these. I already got a black one over there, and I haven't made the other dyes yet. Okay. Actually, I want one of these. Let's go and start coloring some of these sheep. Because we're going to want colored wool pretty soon. For something. I don't really know what. Nope, wrong button. Yeah. And the brown one, you'll either eat it or turn brown. You turn brown, okay. Now our sheep are a little more pleasant to look at. Huh. Look at that, his googly eyes even changed color. I bet that red one would look evil, wouldn't it? Okay, so, I haven't played with the chickens anymore. I promise you we do some autocrafting and we look at the book, and by George, we're going to do some autocrafting and look at the book. As soon as I figure out where I put it. There it is. Okay, let's see if we accomplished anything. I'm pretty sure we have. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. Use a nesting pen. Check. Craft an iron seed. I haven't bothered with that because I'm doing the chickens. Haven't done that. Master infusion crystal. Apple armor. Haven't done those yet. Okay, we do have flight. Haven't built an angel block. Been to the nether. I just want to see how much we can check off. This one, I just want to see how to do this. I haven't seen anybody do this one yet. Haven't done that, but that sounds quite frankly frightening. Kill a wither, not yet. Travel to the beneath, haven't done that, but we could do that since we have flight. Haven't gone to the end, haven't killed the ender dragon. Dragon's breath, elytra, dragon eggs, none of that yet. Craft and power generator, check. 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 Automatic loop bag creation, opening, and compression. We've got it all, but I haven't automated the whole process. Crop harvesting, we've got 2 crop fields already. This would come in handy if we're going to the nether. Check on this one. Automate storage of ore pieces, chunks from an automatic sieve. Haven't done that yet. Well, technically we have because I've got them dumping in those chests. So we'll check that one off. Process sieve materials to ingots. Yeah, we've done that. Passively cooled reactor from extreme reactors. Haven't done that. Haven't done that. Haven't done that. Man, I haven't played with reactors since Infinity Expert. Turbine. Produce 1,000 RF per tick. I think we've done that. Oh, no. Okay, that's still reactors. Okay, solar array tier 1. Haven't done this one yet. Haven't done the tier 4. Haven't done this. Let's see. Level up a tinker's tool. We've done some of that. Add a diamond hammer to a tinker's pickaxe. You can do that? Huh. Let's see, an unbreakable, a melee tinker's weapon that does more than 20 damage. Build any melee weapon that does 90 or more damage. That I want to see. That's a one hit to a wither, I think. Okay, haven't done any blood altars. I'm actually doing that in another pack right now. I'm not doing it on camera. I'm just building it up on the JaRyCu Build Stuff series. And I have a tier 5 blood altar in that series. And I'm sorry. I'll have a tier 5 tonight. When I finish this episode, I'm going to go over there. I just have to get a few withers and kill them off. Okay, Britannia we're going to get into. Age of Dragons, Draconic, Traveler, Dimlet Parcel. Well, we do have that. Haven't done that yet. Okay, that'll be pretty easy. Near infinite grid power with a dragon egg. A 16 by 16 by 16 colossal chest. I looked those up yesterday. Those things are cool. I saw Hypno and XB make one in their video. Full of quantum storage unit with anything. Those are what replace deep stores. Craft the rainbow generator. Ooh, that's going to be a challenge. Train scanner. Produce 1 billion RF per tick. 20 different chickens and automate resource collection. We're almost to that one. Let's see. Okay, that we can do. Not yet. I mean, that'll take a while to get all the resources, but that's simple. A single octuple compressed cobblestone. That's 8 times compression. And okay, so we've done a pretty good bit of this book. A lot more than I thought we had. Because look, all these pages over here we did a long time ago before I put the book away. Capture a counter jar. We never did that. Okay, so we'll come back. We'll take an episode and just knock out some of the easier stuff. For now, let's throw this back in here. Okay. You see, I even unplanted the redstone seeds. That's what the red ones are right there. Because I just didn't need them. Honestly. Man, we got 2 more of these hatchery nests. These things are everywhere. I did fly back over to the chickens. And harvested all this redstone and quartz from 4 chickens. Yeah, 4 chickens gave me all that. These things are freaking OP. So we're going to have a miniature redstone chicken farm, a miniature quartz chicken farm. We'll probably have those dumping into the quantum stores. I keep wanting to call them deep stores, and that's not what they are anymore. Did I move my ender pearls? Looks like I did, okay. Okay, so I promised y'all I would show you how to autocraft for those who haven't figured it out yet. Oh, I must have thrown the other one. That's what happened. Okay, autocrafting is really not that difficult. First off, look at the notes on the right side of the screen. We've got, we'll just pull it up in here so you can see it. We have to make a pattern grid, a pattern processing encoder. I have to make some patterns, and the achievements we've already looked at, so put an X on that one. Save, pin, okay. So achievements we've already done. The achievements was the book. I decided to do that first because that was easy. All right, so we need to make a pattern grid first. So let's look that up. Pattern grid, I've already got it pulled up. So we need another grid. So let's see if we can, how much of this can we make? We need a ton of this. Okay. Let's just make a stack of iron. And then make that, we'll make a stack of that. That should leave us plenty of iron left over and plenty of another quartz left over. Okay, so how much of this can we make? I'm just clicking stuff to see what we need right now. To make that, you're going to need one of these 2. So we're going to make that. I've got tables upstairs. The tables are this chest right here, so we don't have to make more of them. No point crafting what we already have. That would just be stupid on my part. And so that's going to go in here. That's also going to go... No, we don't use it for this one, okay. So we need all those processors. Again, it's 2 gold and 2 iron. Because this one does not take any processors, okay. So we need 2 of you. 2 of you, or no, that's the quartz ones. 2 of you. Okay, let's go and get those cooking. That means we're going to need more silicon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And more redstone. That'll give us those. Then we're going to need another quartz for one of them. And glowstone for the other one. Did I move the glowstone? Yeah, glowstone's still here. Okay. I'm starting to remember these since we're doing them fairly often. Let's do the gold ones. And patterns are glass and that. Okay. Do we have any glass in here? I know we've got clear glass. We've got 12 glass. That'll make 4 patterns. That'll be good enough to get this going. Let's make you. Okay. There's 2 of those. And luckily, you've only got to make 1 of each of these. These, you have to make an infinite amount. Anything you want to craft has to have 1 of those. So a little bit of a pain, but it's worth it. It's hugely worth it. In fact, the first autocrafting I do is to make an autocrafting pattern for the pattern. Because that way I can just click the button and have it go. But it gets more in depth. It's almost like Inception. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Okay, that was grid. Trying to remember. Okay, the gold ones are just gold, so these we mix. Okay. Well, you make that. Let's do you. You get 1 of those. You get 1 of those. We are going to need the diamond one. Just 1 time over. Let's get one more diamond out. DI. There's one gold one. One more gold one. Come on. Let's get the silicon out while we're at it. And one more redstone for you. Okay. Let's cook you up. The diamond one takes the longest, so I want to get that started before we go off and do anything else. Okay. There's that one. Now you cook. Let's do you. Let's see here. Got all that. So we got the crafting grid. Need the pattern. We're going to need 2 of those, right? 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we need that diamond pattern. So are you done yet? You are done. Excellent. Okay, now we got a pattern grid. Now we need a processing pattern encoder, which is not as scary as it sounds, because I think we've already made all the parts except for that. That was what, a furnace? Yeah, that's easy. One of those. One of those. Bam. Now we need some more glass. So did I leave any sand in here? 8 sand. Let's cook that really quick while we hook these up, and I'll show you the difference in the two. Oop, that's not. That's what I wanted right there. Oh, and more smooth stone. Nice. Okay, we'll throw the smooth stone in there in case we need it later. Throw you in there, and you. I disconnected this for now since we're working over here because it just took too much power. Right now we're breaking even, and we've got a little bit of, enough of a surplus to stay topped off. But if I stick it in there, it's going to eat a lot of power, and I don't want to do that yet. So we're just going to leave it out for now. Okay, now the way I want to do this, I'm thinking we'll do it right here. Okay, we're going to put this one on the bottom, and we're going to put this one on top of it. And the reason I want them over here is so I know it's not this right here. It's how they look almost the same. The readout's just a little bit different. This one does not have the line under it like this one does. So it's a little bit different. And it looks a little bit different in here. So this is the pattern grid. This is the processing pattern encoder. They do look different, but it's easy to confuse them. Very easy, trust me. Okay, there's more glass. Let's go on and make the patterns. As many as we can make, which won't be many. 3 of them. And then it gives me more housings. So 3 will do for now. Now here's the difference in the two. The pattern grid is used to automate the crafting of anything you can make on a table. Right here. If you can make it on this, it goes in a pattern grid. If it takes a machine, a sag mill, an alloy smelter, one of these sieves, any kind of machine, I don't care what kind it is, but if it takes a machine, if it takes a solderer, you use the processing pattern encoder. You see the difference. Crafting table, machine. Crafting table, machine. It's very important. It took me forever to figure that out. And I hope you're smarter than me. I hope you got it the first time I said it. But just in case you didn't, crafting table, machine. Let's get my health back up. I'm not sure where it went. Okay, so what you do, you can put a stack of these in here. I'm going to put 1 for now. And I want to make a pattern. So you go over here, you find the recipe, click it, and it adds it over here. Now, since there are different kinds of glass, I always turn OR dictionary on, ORDICT, because that means it'll look for any kind of glass. It can be blue glass, red glass, Tinker's clear glass. Any kind of glass that is made with just sand will work in this. Like environmental tech glass will not work in this because it's a different kind of glass. But anything made out of just sand will work right here. So that gives us this. It shows us what we're going to get. Now these are all, this is a ghost image, and I think, yeah, that's a ghost image too. So now create a pattern. So it says 1 pattern. If you hold down Shift, it tells you what it's going to look for. 3 glass, 3 redstone, 3 quartz enriched irons, and it outputs 1 pattern. So that means we now have a pattern. Pretty easy, right? Now what do you do with this pattern? I'm glad you asked. You need another machine. So now we need what's called a crafter. C-R-A-F-T-E-T-E-R. Easy for me to spell, right? Now the crafter, you've seen this recipe before. These are 2 more diamonds. And these are the iron ones. So let's get a little more iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. silicon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move that out of the way. Just, it's my OCD. I got to be able to do this. Let's make these up really quick. Oop, nope. See, I'm already going to the wrong one. I want to go to the solderer. We are going to automate the solderer too. I'm going to move it out of here, and we are going to automate it. Okay. Now for this machine, all you do is hook it up to a cable or put it beside another machine. It doesn't need any special ingredients because it doesn't actually handle the inventory. When you use the other machines, that's when you need special ingredients. Like for example, let's say that I automated the sag mill to do something besides this. And you're stuck. Why are you stuck? I guess this thing is just slow. Will it take upgrades? Can you make it faster? I suppose I could. We'll have to look into that. How do I get this thing upgraded? Because this thing is going awful slow. I swear it used to be faster than this. Hey, look, it's not doing anything. No mesh, put the mesh back. Could it be that I never turned it back on? That could be the reason. And now we're going to go a little bit under because I think it's nighttime right now. Yeah, it's night. Let's get a little bit of sleep here so it doesn't, let's just move the bed downstairs. Because we're going to be working down here for a little bit. Let's put you right there. Okay. This way it doesn't rain and disrupt our power supply. Okay, so we got 2 of those, 2 of these. We're making the crafter. That's what we're doing. Man, I love that notes mod. It's helping me stay so much more on track. And believe it or not, it makes recording these episodes so much easier. Didn't I put 2 of those in there? I could have sworn I did. Oh, no, maybe not. But yeah, it makes it so much easier to keep up with what I'm doing. Because every time I come out and I start thinking, ooh, shiny, let's go do something else, I'm like, oh no, we got the notes, we got to keep up with those. So, but we can check off some more of these. Edit. We made the pattern grid, processing pattern, patterns. I forgot to put crafter on here. And then craft something. Okay, save, pen. We'll add to the notes as we go. Let's make that. Now that will take a second to do. So let's clear out. I'm going to try to keep my inventory as empty as possible. And we need to craft some more discs. So I'm going to automate this. Eventually we're going to have everything automated so we don't have that much to worry about. It's going to be so awesome when we get that done. All right, here we go. These don't take very long at all. I think we need to craft some speed upgrades too, though. Everything else we've got made, don't we? No, we don't have you made yet. Let's make you. All right, now we need is these 2 pieces and we'll be good. One of those. So we need 1 of you and 1 more glow. And we're good to go. All right. Put you up here. So 1 of you. 1 of you. Click you, click you. We got a crafter. Okay, I'm going to put this right here, just because. Now, if you're using it as just a crafter, then it doesn't matter how you put it. This blue dot right here is the front of it. So if you're going to use this, let's say I'm going to automate one of these guys. Like we may actually automate this alloy smelter. Maybe. But if I was going to automate that, this blue dot goes into the back of the alloy smelter, whatever you consider the input side. So I normally put this onto this. You follow me? I put that blue dot facing the back of that machine. And I do that for all my machines. Depending on the space limitations, sometimes I'll point the dot up and I'll put a machine on top of it. Like I've done that with my inscribers before. And it's just a matter of taste. It's however you want to do it. As long as that faces the back of the machine, the input side of the machine. And 1.10, that's not very picky. 1.7 was a lot more difficult. People, the mod makers kind of learned that that just annoyed people. So they haven't done that as badly this time around. But that should be helpful there if you can't figure that part out. Okay, so now we have this in here. Open it up, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's got 9 slots in it. So you notice our pattern to make a pattern and our blank patterns look identical, right? Well, normally if these patterns held something like how to make a bucket, for example, then the pattern would be in the shape of a bucket. And then you would hold down shift and it would change over. In this case, not so much because a pattern is a pattern. So that one is always going to look like a pattern. Now if I go over here and I type in pattern, bam, Autocraft. It'll ask me how many I want. Do I want to stack, 10, 1, minus, plus, whatever. So let's just do 1, start. It's going to tell me what I need. Or missing glass. Uh-oh, we're missing glass. So let's backtrack a little bit. To get glass, we need that smelter, right? We need one more. We need one of these. And we also need one more thing. We need, and this part I can never remember what it's called. I just have to find it. Cable importer, exporter, external storage constructor. You need an importer. You need this guy right here. So you need the gold processor, and you need the nether quartz and the iron processor, and you need a cable. We've got most of that already. But what you would do is you'd put this on the output side of the machine. So with an Ender IO machine, it's easy because whatever side you want to be output's output. It can be the top, the bottom, the back, whatever. But it just can't be the same side that this guy's sitting on. So normally what I'll do is I'll put that on the back of it, and then I'll put this under it, and I'll put the importer touching the machine, and I'll run the cable back to this guy. So it creates like a little loop, and then you're good to go. The importer imports whatever this is, whatever this makes, back into the system. It imports it in. If you notice, there's also one called an exporter that exports it out of the system. So if you need to put something in a chest, you put an exporter on the chest, and then it will take stuff out and put it on the chest. Does that make sense? If you're going to store something, like say you want to use a storage block instead of a disk. I tried that in my Unstoppable world. It was okay. They don't hold anywhere near as much as you think. My mind goofed. It looked really cool, the world, though. I had 66 of these 64K blocks all in one building, and it looked amazing. But you would use what's called somebody or another. Where did you go? There's one of these called external storage, I'm not mistaken. External storage, which is just chest, a cable, some more of these things and these things. And what that does is it designates an item like a chest, like a barrel, like a crate, like a storage drawer. You can hook it up to a storage drawer controller like we have over there, or have back on the other side of the chickens. And then it will read everything in it. And it becomes part of the system. Now here's the difference. This disk drive cost RF. To read that entire bank of storage drawers will cost a lot less RF if I just hook it to that controller. So you kind of balance how you want to do it. You want to go with a strictly computerized system, or you want to go with something that's a little bit more difficult to use by itself, but works amazingly well with this. You feel me? You starting to see the power of this? I know you are, because it's really, really awesome power. So let's take you. Is anything in you? Nothing but that. We need that coming over here. Okay. We're going to put. That's got to stay coming down like that. Let's see if I can do this from the side. Oh. Perfect. That'll go right there. Then I will need another crafter on the back of it. I don't want to do this in this area, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about, right? You see, I would put the crafter facing into this. That blue dot would be facing this way. I would set the bottom of this, right-click on it until it says push. So it's orange like that. Orange is always output. And you notice how up here, that white square, turns orange. If it's push and pull, blue is input, so it turns blue. Disabled means nothing can come out of it at all. And pull would just be pull stuff from there. So I would push out of here. I would attach the exporter to that. Exporter's got its own cable, so I put one cable there, and that cable would hook back to the crafter. And that'd be that. Pretty simple, right? And then the exporter would also hook to this, which would hook the crafter back into the system. I'm going to have a better looking way to do that. We'll build an entire room for this, though, because that'll be really, really cool looking. But you get the idea. Let's put you back up there for now, just in case we need it. Yeah, that's how you do autocrafting. What's one thing we're making a lot of? We're making a lot of that quartz, right? So let's do you. We need the recipe for this is this. Bam. Now watch this. Put it in here, and nothing happens. Put it in here. Hold down Shift, and it turns it into another quartz. You can see what it is. It's a visual reminder. Not too shabby, right? So now let's say that I wanted some of that quartz enriched iron. Okay, if you hold down, if it's got some in there, you can either A, take it all out, and then the crafting thing comes out. B, you can change it here to only show craftables, and it's still going to be in there, and you still have to take it out. Or C, hold down Control, Shift, and then left click it, and it pulls up the crafting terminal for you. Easy peasy right there. Then you tell it how much you want. Say I want 10 of those. We had 9 in there. Craft 10, we need 9 iron, and we need 3 of these. It's actually only crafting more than we want. See, we had 9, and actually crafted 12 because that recipe produces them in batches of 4. So do keep that in mind too. On recipes where it produces more than one, you may end up getting more than you asked for. Not necessarily a bad thing, because it won't use more than you tell it to use. But yeah, that's how you do it. And it'll be the same thing over here. If I wanted to make something over here, like say, what's a good machine? This farming machine right here, the farmer. If I wanted to make that, now there's a couple of steps to this. One, you would make, well, actually that wouldn't be in there. That'd be in this, because this doesn't use a machine to make it. Well, something, an inscriber pattern. That'd be something we wanted. So let's say we wanted to make this. Well, this is putting one piece of iron into a solderer. So it puts it here. It doesn't matter what slot it's in. The machine is smart enough to know. So you don't have to put it in the center slot because that's where it goes. The machine just knows where to put it. So then I would do this, set that up. I would already have a crafter attached to that and the import cable on the bottom of it, or the side or the top, whatever you like, and it would be good to go. Now, since we're not going to do that, I may want to clear that off and use it for something else. I see I'm holding it in my hand, and it's the printed basic processor. Hold down Shift, right click, and it erases it. Now it's a blank pattern again. Pretty simple, right? But to be so simple, this thing is so powerful. You're going to see in the future episodes how powerful this thing gets. And then, like let's say I'm over here doing something, I needed some more of that quartz enriched iron. Well, bam. I could take that out, then I could craft some more of it, craft a whole stack of it. We're not going to do it because I don't have enough iron in there right now, but you get the idea. And I'll be able to pull it out of there. And depending on the speed I've got everything running, the higher the speed, the faster I get it. Pretty simple, right? Guys, that's it for this episode. That is how you do autocrafting. If we get into more complicated stuff, like, I don't know, there's some more complicated stuff I want to try that I haven't done before, so I don't know what it's called. I'll make up a name for it when we get to it. But as we get there, then I'll be more than happy to show you how we did it. And even do it on screen if it's the first time. Man, I've got to enchant this stuff. We need to get some more XP. We're going to figure out how to get XP too. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. And if you loved it, hit that share button. Let everybody know how great we are. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, and y'all have an awesome day.